Hi everybody. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about when you're going to the store and you're purchasing your stem roots or your plants that you purchase. When it comes to stem cuttings, a stem cutting is basically one of those plants that are cut off from the mother plant. And then what some stores do is they just plant them into the pots. If they have any roots, they'll probably acquire them within a couple months. And usually when you take out the plant to plant it, this is what happens when you find that it's been stem cut and that all the stem cuttings that you possibly get sometimes don't have the roots. So this is Sherry and I am talking to you, and I am from Succulent Babies on Facebook. And I just want to spend a moment talking to you about how when you purchase those plants, what happens when the store actually does this to you. They actually are making it a little bit harder for your plant and for you to have a plant that is going to survive. Most plants are going to take up, once they are stem cut, away from the plant of the mother. It's going to take about maybe a good month or two before it actually gets little tiny stem roots on it. And it'll probably take another couple, like I would say 2 or 3 more months to establish itself to get more roots. All depends on it. This is an ovata. It depends on the variety of what it is. So this is Echeveria. This is an ovata. These are Echeverias. This is a Kalanchoe. This is an Echeveria. So what happens after you find them cut away, and the size of them is pretty good, but it sits inside of the pot. They actually will let them be potted up at this size. So upon taking it out of the pot, you find that it's compacted, but once you remove all the soil from that plant, you find that that plant does not have the appropriate root that it should to be able to survive. Unfortunately, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to put the soil into it, and you're going to have to grow it out so that you'll be able to have a healthy plant. Now, a lot of these people that sell us plants, whether they're the big corporate Home Depots and places like that, they're well aware that the consumer basically is going to take these plants out, and they're going to find that these plants have not rooted well. So they basically give you about that much growth on the stem roots. Thank you so much. And so putting them into a pot, a 2-inch container, they basically have that much room, about half of it, to stem root. Now this is a requirement that's needed for them to stem root. They need plenty of sunshine, some water, and the problem is with some of them is that they are not going to get properly all the requirements that they should to get that met. So you might find these plants having some kind of rot problems, having growth problems, not doing well at all. So this is something you should be checking right when you're purchasing your flowers. So I wouldn't suggest that you try to take it out of the pot when you're trying to buy it, but that most likely would be a good thing for you to do to make sure that those roots are there for your plant to survive. I'm not sure what your store's policy is of return, but most likely what you'll find is that they won't give you back your money. They'll just give you store credit. And they tend to do that a lot. They tend to do that way too much. So if you purchase your plants, make sure that they're rooted and they're big enough to survive and support themselves. And as you see, this Aeonium kiwi that I have down here is basically been in a 5-pot container, and I've been basically letting it grow out, and I'm going to do some stem cuttings. I sell a lot of my stuff on my Facebook group called Succulent Babies. I have dollar sales that you can buy from me, also the 2-inch containers that I grow, but most of all my plants are kind of like small babies. That's why it's called Succulent Babies. And these are the kind of plants that you'll find from me. Now, fortunately, some of them need to have stem roots. So this is what I try to do. I try to make them available by babying them. By that I mean I plant them and I try to get them to root themselves. And you just try to keep growing them as much as you can. Keep going back over them, seeing if they're growing. seeing how well they're doing. And you try to get them to stem root. Here's one. Right here. As you can see, there's stem roots from it. Do you see that? Okay. And then also from leaf propagation. All right, thank you so very much. I hope you enjoy my channel. Please give me a thumbs up. Please join my group, Facebook, Succulent Babies. Take care.